Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today we're taking a look at the Sony 18-135mm F3.5-5.6 lens for the Sony E-mount system. Hey everyone, if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for future videos and hit the notification bell to be notified. So Sony have finally released a crop sensor lens for the E-mount system, and it comes in the form of the 18-135mm focal length. Now what's great about this lens is that it's versatile for different applications of shooting, whether you want to shoot something wide or a bit of telephoto, so great for portraiture as well, or even street photography. And it comes in a reasonably small and light form factor. Now if you compare it to the Zeiss 16-70mm f4, it is roughly about the same size, but it does lack a bit of the focal length, although it does have the constant aperture of f4, whereas this one tops out at 135mm at the focal length. So we're going to take a closer look at the lens, as well as take a look at its image quality and performance, and at the end of the video I'll let you know what I personally think of it, so stay tuned. The 18-135mm has a black finish with rubber zoom and focus rings. It accepts 55mm filters and comes supplied with a plastic pedal type lens hood. On the other side, there is a focusing switch to change from autofocus to manual focus, and it also has a metal mount. But unfortunately, it has no weather seal, so I don't recommend shooting with this in harsh conditions. The focusing on this lens was silent and super quick at the wide end, and just a tad slower when it came to using it at the tele end. Autofocus worked perfectly fine as well, but unfortunately, it doesn't work with animals. It has a minimum focusing distance of 45 centimeters, so it's not the best lens when it comes to close-up work. The lens also has stabilization built in, so whether you're using an A6500 or an A6000, your photos and videos will get the benefit of some sort of stabilization. Now here is also a quick video to give you an idea of how much zoom you're actually going to get. Now what I love about this lens is that it's super small and compact, especially when you compare it to its DSLR counterparts. It's perfect for travel and anyone that wants a versatile lens that isn't too heavy. I would also say it makes for a perfect match for the A6000 series cameras. The shots I was getting out of this lens were actually really good. Stopping it down gave some extremely sharp images as well. Chromatic aberration was a bit of a problem with some slight vignetting, but you can correct this to a degree in camera or in post. There was also some barrel distortion at the wide end of the range, and while the bokeh wasn't as smooth as say a 50mm f1.8, I was pleased with the separation it was giving me from my subject in focus. All these photos were shot in RAW and converted to JPEG using the Sony A6500. So the Sony 18-135mm lens is going to be a great option for anyone that wants to upgrade from the standard zoom lens like the Sony 16-50mm, or wants to use it for a general purpose zoom or even a travel lens because of its wide focal length of covering your 18mm to your 135mm lens. Now in saying that, it does keep it reasonably small and compact and fairly lightweight, so it's not going to be a huge burden on your kit. But when it comes down to image quality, it is fairly sharp in the centers, but when it comes to the edges and the corners, it just doesn't perform as well, although stopping it down to about maybe a 7.1 does help remedy this as well. When it comes down to it, there is stabilization, so it's going to compensate for any shake in your photos or your videos. So if you don't have an A6500, which I've tested it on, you'll have the benefit of having stabilization built into the lens. Also, focusing is fairly quick and quiet. It did struggle a bit at the telephoto end of the zoom range, but it only happened in a few instances, but other than that, it's been actually perfect when it came to focusing. So that's it from me. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you already own one of these lenses, let me know what you think of it. And remember to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more Sony lens reviews and tutorials. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more sample photos and photo updates. And don't forget to take a look in the description below for more purchasing links and more information about the lens. Until then, happy shooting and thanks for watching. Corrections to help remedy this as well.
Damn, it was good up until that point. These.
These. So the 18-1, Marion, I can hear that.
You can.
You know that.
Sorry, I couldn't hear it.
What's great about this, like I said earlier, is that, what did I say earlier?
Marion, I could hear that.
Wants to upgrade from, what's funny? Funny.
What's running?
Finally released a, tummy's itchy. So Sony have finally released a crop sensor,
I can see your name pop up every
There's also, and it's about time because it's been so long since they've last released one before.